Despite some pushback, Governor Lamont's transportation plan is getting a big boost from business leaders.
Yeah, in fact, some of Connecticut's biggest employers are now saying they're encouraged by this proposal to improve infrastructure and the economy. But what about tolls?
Yes, what about tolls? Our chief Capitol reporter Susan Raff is live at the Legislative Office building in Hartford with reaction.
Susan?
Denise and Dennis, these big companies actually have some praise for Governor Lamont, commending him for making transportation a key priority here in Connecticut. These big companies certainly would benefit from having better transportation, but they're not exactly supporting tolls.
And I'm pushing hard, and I'm pushing hard with friends in labor and friends in business, saying it's the most important thing we need to do to get this state moving again. And we can't afford to wait.
Governor Lamont is getting some support for his transportation plan. A thumbs up is coming from some of Connecticut's large companies. The president of Pratt & Whitney says the governor's proposal is an important step forward. I urge all of our leaders in state government to work together with urgency to pass a fiscally responsible transportation plan that will help position Connecticut for the future. And the president of Aetna's business unit says, we commend the governor for bringing forth a detailed plan to address statewide transportation issues. We'll continue to review the different aspects of the plan and encourage a bipartisan dialogue going forward. Similar comments were also made by travelers in the Hartford. However, none would talk with us on camera or comment on the governor's toll proposal. When we asked Aetna specifically, we were told that is not what our statement says. Please simply use our statement for your story. Tolls are a sticking point, even though the latest plan calls for 14, far less than previous proposals. Republicans say they're looking for other sources of revenue instead of tolls.
And I think there's not votes in this Capitol for tolls. So the question is, how do you solve the problem?
Connecticut businesses and workers pay the price for bad roads and slow trains. Fred McKinney, a business professor at Quinnipiac University, says billions of dollars are lost every year in lost productivity and wages.
I think you should have tolls. Tolls are a user fee. And if you use the roads, who else do you expect? Somebody's got to pay for them.
Tolls, we are told, would generate roughly $300 million a year, and it is a small portion of the governor's $21 billion transportation plan. Also, Connecticut is eligible for federal borrowing at very low interest rates. But in order to do that, Connecticut must have a reliable, steady stream of revenue. Tolls could be that. Republicans think they may have an idea for something else. So right now, the debate over transportation and tolls continue. Live in Hartford, Susan Raff, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.